Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this Monday morning with business coach Malloy, and that's me on this first day of December, uh, 2025. Exactly 4 months to go for this year to end, and all of us, I'm sure, are scrambling to make our PLs better. But this is also the time to look at your entire business process and say, and ask yourself, what can I do better for next year, and how do I prepare for it right now to look at things differently? And we have been on the sales series for the past 13, 14 weeks, and we have been making decent progress on how to be more impactful, not only you as an entrepreneur, but as your sales team. How can you be more impactful in the way we are communicating to our customers? So today we move on and we move to the FABV technique, from features to value, how to talk about what you sell so customers instantly see what is in it for me. So, for people who don't know me, my name is Malloy Chakravarti. I'm a business coach. We are a partner of Action Coach, the world's largest business coaching organization, and I'm the founder of Beyond Red Ocean Consulting. For the past 7 years now, we have been working with entrepreneurs around the country, helping them build systems, have their sales processes in place, people process in place, and how do they fulfill a 5 to 10 year vision with their business. It is all about why you started with that business. As we moved into the last few weeks, I hope you have been doing the activities that we have been proposing. We started by understanding how really big our market is, then we discovered which market we are selling to. And last week, we answered one of the most important questions: what exactly are you selling? Now, once you know all of it and you have done your exercises and you have done your activities, one question that is left: how do you say it? Because it's not enough to know your product, your USP, or your strengths. You have to be able to communicate in a way that your customers immediately understand why it matters to them. And that's where today's session, the FABV technique, comes into play. Most salespeople don't lose deals because they lack knowledge. They lose deals because they speak a language customers can't connect with. They talk in terms of product features, not customer benefits. For example, a salesperson says, our printer has 1200 DPI output. And the customer is thinking, what does that mean to me? Or someone says, we provide 256-bit data encryption with real-time backups. And my customer is saying, what so what? Will my data be safe? And when customers don't understand what you're saying, they can't value it. And can't value it, they default to comparing with only one thing, and that is price. And if you want to get out of this price war, you have to get better at explaining why your product matters to them personally. And that's where FABV comes into play. And as always, let me tell you some of the snippets that share with you some of the snippets based on my experiences that I had with entrepreneurs. So I was working with this furniture manufacturer in Kolkata. Beautiful craftsmanship, solid work, great finishing, but he was struggling with one issue. Customers loved his products but kept saying it's too expensive. So when I asked him to walk me through the sales pitch, he says, we use teakwood, German hinges, imported laminate, moisture resistance board, and soft close channels. And I said, gentlemen, you sound like an engineer. And your customer is not buying wood on hinges. They're buying pride, comfort, and longevity. So we reframed his language. Instead of saying German hinge, he said, no sound when the kitchen drawer closes, even at midnight. Instead of saying moisture resistance board, we said your wardrobe will last even though you have a very high humid Kolkata monsoon. Instead of saying teak wood, we said timeless strength that stays beautiful for 20 years. We didn't change his price, we just changed his language from product talk to customer talk. So, what is FABV? It stands for Feature, Advantage, Benefit, Value. Let's break it down into simple words. Feature is what your product is or does. Advantage is what it makes better than others. Benefit is what the customer gets from it. And value why it matters emotionally or financially. Think of it like a bridge. Feature talks about you, benefit talks about them, value talks why it matters now. If you stop at features, you are explaining. If you reach benefits and values, you are connecting. Let's take another small example, a very simple example of a water pump manufacturer. Our pump has double mechanical seal and a high-speed impeller. Advantage? This means it won't heat up or break down easily. Benefit? You will save on maintenance costs and downtime. Most importantly, what is the value? So your production never stops and you can sleep peacefully without worrying about failure. See the flow. It moves from technical, logical to emotional. And emotion is where the buying decision happens. Now I want you to think about your product or service. Write one line describing its feature, what it does or what it is. Now ask yourself, so what? If I was on the other side of the mirror and I am being told this feature, so I should be asking this, so what? Whatever your answer is, that's the advantage. Ask, so what again? And your answer is benefit. Ask it one last time. Why does it matter to my customer emotionally or financially? And that's your value. And that's how you go from a brochure sentence to a sales conversation that connects. I once coached a small packaging company. Their pitch used to be, we make corrugated boxes and printed cartons. I told them that's not the message, that's the label, that's what the customer gets. But what does the customer actually get? After some reflection, they realized their best clients were exporters, and what those exporters valued more was protection and presentation. So we built their FABV feature, strong 5-ply corrugated board with custom printing. Advantage, can carry more weight and looks more professional. Benefit, products read safely and brands look premium. Value, exporters feel confident that their shipment represents their quality. We turned it into a tagline. We protect your product and your reputation. And that became their identity. No more price wars, and now they were selling peace of mind. So today's exercise for all of you is build your own FABV. Take one of your key products or services and build a FABV right now. Feature, what is it? Advantage, why is it better? Benefit, what does the customer get? And value, what does matter to them personally? For example, we provide business coaching, and that is a feature. The advantage is it's structured, measurable, and tailored to your company. Benefit, you get clarity, accountability, and growth. The value, you stop feeling overwhelmed and start feeling in control. And that's how we move from we offer coaching to we help business owners take control of their business and their time. And what's the real impact? When you start speaking in FABV, three things happen immediately. Customers listen longer because you're talking their language and not your catalog. Objections reduce because people understand what they're paying for. Your confidence grows because you can now explain your worth clearly. Remember, selling is not about information, it's about translation. Translate your product's features into customers' emotions. That's what great salespeople do. So to recap, we learned about how big our market is. Then we learned about what is the right market. Then we looked at what you are actually selling. And today we spoke about how to talk about it powerfully. Next week, we continue and we get into one of the most practical and reality-based topics in sales, why sales team struggles, the 7 mistakes that kill sales without realizing it. We'll uncover hidden habits, blind spots that make good salesperson lose momentum and how to fix them with systems and stress. Till then, take 30 minutes this week and write your FABV statements for your top 3 products or services. Use it in your next customer meeting and watch how differently customers respond. Write back to me with your experiences so that we can have a more detailed conversation on that. Remember, clarity sells, confusion discounts. With that, my name is Molay Chakravarti, and I'll see you next week with another deep dive. Till then, have a powerful day ahead, powerful week ahead. Have a great start to December, and I shall see you on the other side. Till then, have a great Monday morning, and God bless.